All right, everyone. So I know the volume. I'm turning the volume down, but it's Omega Zero here. We have another case of me recording this in post, due to the fact that I screwed up with how I was recording things. So fortunately, it's like all right. I had to come here, do this. So yay, re-recording everything. But the last episode, we came in and we helped. We were trying to recruit the Slab Key. Since I was a Brick, a former Vault Hunter, which is one of the time, not the first time that we technically team up, because you could count Mordecai, even though you don't really have him out on the field with you. He's in his little nest doing his sniping job. And I apologize if it seems kind of off with how the graphics are, kind of like right here. This it seems slow. Um, it wasn't like that when I was recording, unfortunately, because like I said, you get all these issues with recording. Then you gotta re-record, and then you gotta do all this extra stuff. So I might just leave this video as like a pure gameplay. It's like, all right, no commentary. I screwed up with the audio, but nah. I'm going to decide against that and just kind of like go along with the video, even though it's like already going. The videos are in itself is already pretty wrong, pretty wrong, pretty long, due to the other facts and all that. Still trying to figure out how to get that first part of that script going because I'm probably gonna have to move the deadline from like February to like maybe like way later because I have to do a bunch of stuff in regards to school. And then again, there's a bunch of other games I'm also playing at the same time. But if I'm doing this, I might as well make entry and Odyssey my priority. But I'm going to, the problem is like some calling Johnny actually went over something like this. It's like sometimes when you play a game you really like, you don't want to sit down and write notes. You just want to play the game. So yeah, that's gonna unfortunately be a while. So like, I don't want to write down notes. I want to play my game. So fortunately, like, meh. Anyways, you head back to Sanctuary, sold up off a bunch of the junk I didn't need. So we get back here and let's hear this combo.
Rolling.
Brick.
Never thought I'd be back here. Last time we talked, you didn't sound too eager to see me again.
Times changed. We need all the help we can get.
Even from a bloodthirsty psychopath?
Who called you that? Jack?
No. You did. 3 years ago.
Oh. Sorry. It's good to have you back, Brick.
Good to be back.
And kiss each other.
Seriously? You know they're dudes when you say like something like
So yeah, we let that conversation rock, and even though I just turned the volume down, it's kind of funny that you kind of had this to happen. But now it's time for the other part of this conversation that I need to.
To be honest, I got no idea how to get past a door that'll only open for Jack.
Sorry to interrupt, but we've little time. Get to the City of Opportunity. To breach the final door to my chambers, you'll need to be Jack. That means passing a bioscan and speaking a password in his voice. If you can kill one of Jack's body doubles in Opportunity, I can get you through that door.
As much as I hate telling you to listen to her, Angel's the best lead we got. You already know not to trust her, but be careful.
I'll give us one more mission before we decide to start
Hey, Slab.
side quests.
All right, so it's time to head on out. You know, I'm running across the top of Sanctuary and all that, kind of wasting my own time. Um, but the area to get to Opportunity is actually not that. It's not actually not that difficult or that hard. You actually can get there pretty early if you know what you're doing. But at that point in the story, like you'll really have like no need to go there. And if you hear the volume adjusting around, that's me trying to screw around with it to make sure it appears and works functionally alright. Um, but yeah, all you have to do is go back to the Highlands, and oh, good lord, the volume might be getting too loud. I'm not sure because the way I have this set up is like I can't hear this because I don't have a second plug-in port for the earphone setting on this, so that'd be difficult for me. Yeah, let's go to the Manda Technical, play this. They'll never make this type of car. They'll never make this skin again because then again, like the game was made. How? Let me actually look up. Let me look it up. Like when was Borderlands? I have no internet connection. The hell are you talking about? Of course I have internet connection. Just talking about on my phone where I have this because I like to have like other things happening going on and all that, which is weird because sometimes my phone will do stupid stuff like, oh yeah, you don't have this, even though I can very clearly see it's working. Inactive without internet, beep, boop, turn it back on, and there we go. But yeah, uh, let me see. How long ago was Borderlands 2 made? Like, what year was it made? Borderlands. Gosh dang it. Uh, Borderlands 2. Almost 8. Like, yeah, how long ago? Yeah, 2012. Yeah, 2012 was a different time than now with how Gearbox and a lot of
To breach the
companies
final door to
nowadays
my chambers,
do their
you'll need to
stuff.
be Jack. That means
Do
passing
what
a
you want to do. I
bioscan
really
and
don't care
speaking a
at this
password
point,
in
but
his voice. If you can kill
if you
one of
built your
Jack's body doubles in
if you
opportunity,
built your
I
company
can
off one
get you
thing,
to
but
Red
you want to
Direct.
change it to something else midway through when you're popular, that's one way to lose people. Like the storytelling, or the characters, or how we do things. But whatever. But yeah, opportunity, the cleanest place in Pandora, in my opinion. It's also ruled by, Jack. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't want to live here no matter what. Let's see. I really need to get. Now I think about it, I really need to get rid of that doll weapon because it's a submachine gun, sure, but it's not good. It sucks. uh, it's like, and like you can't even really walk around in opportunity without blowing stuff up because oh look, it's opportunity. They recognize the ball hunters as bandits, even though Jack hired a few of them. Then again, it was mainly Lilith, Roland, and Moxie that screwed him over. Play the pre-sequel to find out how that goes. Um, yeah, opportunity is an annoying place to kind of fight in, especially with how I like to play. Where it's just like run and gun with a shotgun, specifically Jacobs, and just wreak havoc that way. Or I could do smart thing is like, oh, play a different character. Gage is good for crowd control, but I would say she's good for raids. But actually, I'll try a few raid bosses, even though like playing against the raid bosses in and of itself with Gage is kind of like a death sentence because of how again because of how she wears. Unless you're going in there with like full 300 stacks, you're not going to kill the raid boss, in my opinion. Unless you play a very specific style with a very specific setup. Like I said, I'm not amazing at this game. So if I say something stupid or blatantly wrong, it's because I probably generally don't know how it works. Then again, like I said, that's how I feel about most games. Anyways, exploding loaders hurt. Usually, I like to blow them up because you still get experience, but if you just let them blow up on their own, you don't get that experience, unfortunately. And trying to find Jack's body double here in Opportunity isn't that hard. I'm not sure if he ranks up as Ultra. You'll see this because, like, depending on the enemy type you fight here, really just impacts how you fight it. And I know for like some of the DLCs, it does adjust to your level and all that jazz. But I wish in like this DLC and the other DLCs, what was it? I probably should have done them during like I know the Headhunters DLC, those were holiday themed. I know I should have probably done them during the holidays. I'm like, that'd be jumping way too far because they technically do have spoilers and all that jazz. Anyways, a constructor bot, just shoot the big red eye. But you also want to stay far away from it because if you get too close, it will just, do a slam attack that I believe does burn damage. Anyways, blow this up. I think we have a big explosion. Beep. And I'm not sure if it defeats any other loaders in the area when you defeat them. Anyways, war loader in the water. Weird, but meh. Need to look at all the other things I need to do today because I'm re-recording this. I also want to try something else later. So I'm not sure which will go up first, like the other post or probably this. I'll probably post this up the day of recording. And if I do, I'll probably save all the other recordings for Monday. By the way, when this is on, I hope everyone and at the time of recording, it will be Valentine's Day on Monday, so I will let everyone have that. Well, I will just let the gameplay rock for a little bit so I can shut up and just let you guys enjoy a little bit of running gun for a bit.
That's one of the body doubles Jack uses to confuse assassins and impress his underlings.
Okay, now I am back. And yeah, you saw Jack's body double. It looks there. I'm not sure if it goes under ultra badass or regular badass. Like, whatever rank it goes up. I know, yeah, badass. I think it's super badass and ultra badass. Um, but yeah, he actually it does rank up pretty high because it's annoying, and I guess it would be pretty dumb if, like Angel said, that if Jack was really weak, that he just kind of get dumb. So I guess they probably put an assassin or really tough uh, worker underneath there. Is like, oh yes, let's put the really tough one, and not just like a little guy who died in like 2 hits. But yeah, these guys pop up and are annoying, so I just run to go or shotgun and like all that. And I know the volume wasn't that loud, so maybe you heard the first recording or not. I'm just dubbing over this. And I'm kind of just letting everything rock. So if you hear it, yay! But if I'm talking too loud, I apologize and all that. Yeah, I'll probably put this up the day of, and then later today I'll record the other set for what I plan to have for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, because I have really been enjoying that because I've been a fan of the series since I was such a little kid. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, all that. That was my stuff when I was a kid. That and a bunch of other like Power Rangers and all that. That was the stuff I really enjoyed as a kid. Anyways, this bull loader is almost taking us out, and you'll see this happen a lot in this episode, where I either get taken out or I get very close to being taken out due to basically the amount of enemies and the playstyle I go with when I play this game, especially with Gage, because I don't, like, I tried this with, I haven't played with Maya in a while, because I had her character set up, but it's always kind of weird just, like, going back to a game with a different character and starting at a low level. It feels weird to me, but I'll probably go and do it if I feel like it. By the way, when you die to the Jack body double, I think it does take a tiny bit for him to respawn, or he'll move around, and then he'll move like to a completely different area, and then you'll have to deal with him that way. By the way, he hits hard, and because again he's like of the badass type, and he's also surrounded by bodyguards. Because only the body double knows about it, because if everyone knew about it, it wouldn't really be a secret. It'd be a really crappy body double. But, anyways, you can't do anything really about that to stop it at times, but like, yeah. Like at this, like, I'm trying to, yeah, I took out the combat engineer, even though that was a terrible idea to do with a shotgun. Because doing anything with a shotgun, like, to snipe from afar, unless you're trying to get Face McShooty from like the last episode, because I believe that was like a little bit of a dumb challenge that people were trying to do. Like, oh yeah, we go to this spot and you do that. Anyways, I picked up a pack of iridium. Don't get used to that. Really only drops from bosses, and there's only one. I know of one way you can farm it in Borderlands 3, but it's also really dumb and very dangerous for you to do. Because, like, oh yeah, do this. It'll save you time and energy, even though you have to be very good and kind of patient when you do it. Yeah. Doing what I do now, I probably should have reloaded and activated Discord, so that way I could get some healing. Because then I go up to the body double and shoot him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do a bunch of damage. And then the body double starts to, he regenerates his shields. I'm like, ah, crap. So I was like, alright, I probably will give up because like nothing. I thought I saw something over here. It's like, oh yeah, I can snipe. I say snipe with fucking shotgun. It's like, oh yeah, I'll try that. But I was like, nah, you can't do that because that's dumb in my opinion. But, can't really, not everything you can do. So, unfortunately, we're gonna try a different method because I believe the body double moved to a different. Make your life period. Like I said, Jack's body double. I believe you died to it like once or twice. It will move to straight up move to a different area to, I guess, throw you off, and make you look for it somewhere else. But doing so, it actually made this easier because now we don't have to deal with like all the turrets that this body double has available to. Like, yeah, I ran over here. I was like, all right, where the frig is this guy? And then it's like, oh wait, I actually looked at my map. I was like, oh, you move somewhere else. And I do notice that I missed the tape recording there. I just flat out missed it, even though I probably would have noticed it. Yeah, like do. I was trying to line up the shot. Bam. I think I took out most of his shields. And yeah, he'll send out a flat a little alarm to try to get the rest of the forces in opportunity to try and come and kill you, even though it's only a little bit. So I'll probably in the next episode for the series I'll probably do it. Oh wait, let me.
Echoes his biosignature to every machine in the immediate area, so his doubles can do all of his hand-kissing and baby shaking for him.
Yeah. After taking out the body double, you have to go to different stations in opportunity to get basically to hear Jack's voice and hear the talk a big game for himself, because dude really does try to talk a big game. And you'll probably see that when we come back and fight him, because well, he's an antagonist. Of course we gotta kill him. It's like, it's not really a spoiler if you can see it coming a mile away, you know what I mean? But it's like, what can you do at times? Yeah, and I decided to try and snipe a lot of the loaders here, because even though I keep saying this, even though I have Anarchy, you can snipe fairly decently until you get to about like 100. Once you get to the 100 part, it's like, alright, stop trying to snipe stuff, because you're not gonna get the critical hits that you're looking for. And yeah, I think this is one of the first times I've seen a badass shield surveyor, because they do not show up very often. I do something very dumb here. I just keep walking forwards like, oh, trying to take it out, and I end up doing it because like I just basically bullied into the corner, and like again, like everything was going just kind of like out of its way. And this is the reason why you also want to have multiple weapon types with you that are not just like one thing. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get any Jacob's weapons that have elemental ability properties. I could be wrong. There might be one in the DLC. Yeah, I got very close there to dying. Unfortunately, it's like, I'm gonna die, and then at the very, like, literal last second, I got lucky, and I was able to take out the loader, and, like I said, you can take out most loaders fairly easily with a couple of good hits. Anyways, go up here, stab the loader, grab the stuff, and grab, that.
Also records audio. Jack loved to listen to the praise of his underlings. You need to create a voice modulator so you can speak in Jack's voice. Get to an info kiosk.
Okay, and then yeah, you kind of have to go around and again get Jack's info from like all the info, Jack's voice recognition from all the kiosks. And this part's actually not that difficult. You might run into a few enemies here or there, but shouldn't be that bad. I say that, but I think I died like once or twice in
Some
this
people
episode.
on this planet still believe in silly superstitions like angels, demons, and ancient alien warriors. We like to call them bandits.
Yes, this is going to work. If I get a few more samples of Jack's voice, I can make a voice modulator for you. You need to get more voice samples from the other info kiosks.
Like, it's funny that Jack says, "Oh yeah, like ancient alien warriors," and he's trying to resurrect one. I like to call them bandits. It's like, okay, so Jack, he would never call himself a bandit. He calls himself like it's not superstition. He's probably saying like no one else should know about this yet.
Hey, kids, did you know your chances of being disemboweled increase by 80,000% upon leaving opportunity? It's a scientific fact.
I almost have what I need. Just activate a few more kiosks.
Okay, just a few more.
Yeah, Jack is just like if you use big numbers and say Jack all around here is just like propaganda. And I was able to take out that combat engineer with a single sniper shot, which is and yeah, like what the heck? This engineer here breaks the laws of physics, phases through the floor, and then phases back up. Funny thing is, if you get like a well-placed sniper shot, you can knock off their helmets. I think I'm about to get it. Yeah, like right there, you can knock it off, and it actually like stuns them for a bit. And by the way, you might quickly saw like that face model. That face model gets reused a bit for one of the DLC bosses. And then that DLC boss, it just gets harder. But he's also one of the easiest to farm from what I remember, because he actually wasn't that difficult. It's actually kind of a way to cheese him out. But even at max stacks with like stupid overpowered weapons, I could kill him on True Vault Hunter mode. Dude just 8 damage.
That's right, for $1,000 you'll be able to spend an hour with a life-size likeness of me.
That seems incredibly cheap for the type of person Jack is, and how highly he values himself. Like, oh yeah, I will allow you to spend $1,000 just to spend an hour with a lifelike statue of me. That sounds like something he would do for like freaking 10 minutes. Like for $1,000, you can spend 10 minutes with a lifelike statue of me. If you want to spend an hour, you can probably make it like $1 million or something. Why? Because Jack's like, oh, you can't have enough money because Jack's a freaking frick, like of the highest degree. I don't know, like it would be something he could do. By the way, no fall damage in the game is amazing,
Hey, kids,
which a lot more games
did
had.
you know what your mommies and daddies gave up so your family could live in opportunity? Literally nothing. Your family is paid to be here. I'm the one who feeds and protects everyone. Remember, we should all love our parents, but love me more.
Yep.
Yep, brainwashing, propaganda. That's what Jack is all about. The massive freaking prick. But anyways, yeah, there's only one last info kiosk, and as you see, I still have a lot of missions left. I'm not gonna make a stream out of it, or I might. If I do, it depends on the time of day. If I'm really being honest, I just don't know how I'll go about it. Anyways, though, we come to the last area is the one basically we skipped in the beginning. It's like, oh yeah, here's some money, here's some health, even though I really don't use them. And I do the fun thing of just running up and shotgunning things in the face. it works, like, especially with Gage, because shotguns just do a bunch of damage because of like, the way anarchy works, and how you basically get exponentially stronger the more stacks you have. Like stacks 1 through 50, and that's not much of a power boost. Stacks 100 through 150. Alright. Alright, you get a bit of damage, and then like 200 and 300, Gage basically starts going insane. And since some questionable lines, like, yeah, in the game she is like legal, and I wasted a bullet there, it's like, yeah, I can destroy that. Just like listen to it, like you'll find the clips online. The game's been out for almost 10 years now at this point. I think it was like what, November when the game came out. It could have been November. I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably put it up like right here at 2517, even though it's like kind of off. Let me see. So yeah, September. It was released in September 18th of 2012. So yeah, this year the game will turn 10 years old. It's really, really like strange that the game got a sequel like 7 years later with the DLC leading up to it. And man, I ran out of a lot of freaking ammo.
Did you know littering an opportunity is punishable by death? If not, you also ought to know complaining about opportunity flaws is considered verbal littering.
Alright, that was the last one. Good lord.
Welcome to the Hyperion City of Opportunity.
Yeah, Jack being again a massive prick, like you will not litter. So he like the whole cleanliness aspect. And if you complain about littering, we call that verbal littering, and it's punishable by death, like normal littering. Yeah, in this part right here, it took me like forever to figure out like this area right here. I thought forever like, yo, yeah, you come in this way, like what the heck's going on? I'm like, no, you actually have to go around to the opposite way, and like head down this way, right where area we're at earlier. I did this, and I purposely took forever. And yeah, be careful when you first come in here, because I believe it's not always a hot loader. It could be, it's just a loader in general, but I'm not sure if it's always a hot loader. Anyways, blow it up. Don't be close to it when you blow it up. And here's a funny little thing real quick.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, if you actually take your time and wait when Angel says, yes, take your time.
Or, you know, slowly.
Yeah, they kind of give you crap. I'm not, and I purposely wait a bit longer, trying to see like, oh yeah, let's try to see how much time we can waste, trying to get Angel to get frustrated. But I'm pretty sure it's only like one line, unless you take very, very, very long. So it's like, when I say very, very long, I think it like translates to like, I think like an extra minute or two of you just like waiting around, screwing around, trying to do stuff. Anyways, you upload all the information to the computer, and I believe Angel warned you that, yeah, you'll sound like Jack for a while. Oh, here we go.
All done. Now grab the voice modulator. Great. Now, unfortunately, you will speak in Jack's voice until you reach the security door. I will tell you the password to open it at the appropriate time.
Testing? Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, and now I have the voice of a douchebag. Great.
Yeah.
You seriously thought you could hide from me, Angel? Is that what you thought? Say goodbye to your friend, Angel. Say it.
See you soon.
You found a way past the final door to Angel's control core, huh? Well, she's kept up her part of the bargain, surprisingly. Time to return the favor. Come on back and we'll steal ourselves a vault key.
Yep. We steal ourselves a gold key. They probably like 3 or 4 parts where I go on a big about like 50
This is a message to the Crimson Raider Resistance. Do you see that shining city on the horizon? That's what you're resisting.
Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that, everyone. And next time, I'll catch you all later.